I mean, sure, you could remove a bunch of rusted nuts and bolts with something like this, but why go through all that hassle when you could use a tool like this? But then you're going to be tethered to a cord or a cable, so perhaps it's a better idea to try something like this. The best cordless impact wrenches in 2021. Spoiler alert, this is one of them. It's coming up next. Whether you have recalcitrant wheel lugs to remove or an engine block from 1938 that spent its retirement years in a soggy cow pasture, an impact wrench is a good candidate for the job. To find the best cordless impact wrenches available in 2021, we put these tools here through a battery of industry standard tests. We wanted to make sure the products we picked would work well for the common scenarios automotive DIYers typically encounter. And if an impact gun failed even one of our trials, it did not make the cut. Of course, we also evaluated the tool's performance in a few more unusual situations and awarded bonus points on that basis. Now, for the full list of our impact wrench winners with links, make sure you check out the video's description box below or visit theroadshow.com. That's theroadshow.com. So now, without further ado, let's get into our first pick, which I don't actually remember if it's this one or not, but we'll see. Our overall favorite impact wrench is the Milwaukee 2962-20 M18 Fuel. Made by one of the most respected manufacturers in the power tool field, this half-inch model offers reliability, a reasonable price, and high torque, and we think it may be the only impact wrench you'll ever need. Now, the tool without its battery weighs just about 5 pounds. Nevertheless, it still manages to deliver 550 pounds of fastening torque and 650 pound-feet of breakaway torque for removing those stubborn nuts and bolts. And I don't know about you, but that is a lot of torque, folks. Currently number 1 in newly released impact power wrenches on Amazon, this Milwaukee model touts an impressive rating of 4.8 stars out of 5. And in our testing, we especially like the 3 bright and perfectly spaced LED lights for lighting up dark spaces. We also appreciate its helpful auto setting, which applies the tool's full torque until it senses the fastener breaking loose. At that point, it significantly reduces its power to prevent a runaway nut, which you don't want to have, trust me. Now, if I have any complaints, it's sort of the chunky feel of this Milwaukee's battery charger. It's sort of fussy to get the thing lined up on the charger, and you don't get that satisfying click you do when you attach the battery to the tool itself. Now, if all of that sounds good to you and you want to learn more about the Milwaukee 2962-20 M18 Fuel, scroll down and click the description box below. Moving on, we have our runner-up selection, DeWalt's 20-volt Max XR impact wrench. And truth be told, this tool is comparable to our Milwaukee pick in many ways, and you can't go wrong with either one. But if you're already invested in DeWalt's battery system, for instance, or if you want the extra torque the Max XR provides, I mean, go for it. This impact wrench is especially durable, able to survive a 6 to 8 foot drop. Plus, the body of the tool is resistant to chemicals, grease, and cleaners. Basically, it's plenty tough enough for your home garage. Numbers to numbers, DeWalt's tool is noticeably heavier than the Milwaukee model at about 6.4 pounds, making it quite a handful, or dare say handsful. But the maximum breakaway torque is almost double that of its competitor, coming in at 1,200 pound-feet. Amazon's customers seem to be quite pleased. This DeWalt is currently the second best-selling impact wrench on the site. When putting it to real-world use, we found it more challenging to swap out sockets on the end compared to other brands, and this was true of all the DeWalts we tested. We also weren't crazy about the placement of this model's LEDs, but we did find the battery surprisingly easy to remove and attach, and I really like the smooth ramp up and ramp down of the motor when you press the trigger. While our main picks both sport a 1/2-inch drive size, which we think is best for most applications, the 3/8 inch standard is also very popular. And our favorite 3/8 inch model is DeWalt's DC F88 3M2. The name, it rolls right off the tongue. It's comparable to the manufacturer's Max XR, just a little bit smaller. Of course, it has less torque on tap, but removing smaller fasteners requires a little less oomph anyway. And it also has the side benefit of being about half the weight of those chonky boys featured earlier. This makes it super maneuverable and easy to get into tight quarters, and the placement of the work light at the business end of the tool is just about ideal. Like its bigger brother, it has a hog ring to make changing sockets a breeze. Now, if you need a 3/8 inch impact wrench for your garage, click the link in the description box to see the current price of this lovely little DeWalt. Just like that time I ate an entire jar of blackstrap molasses I found in the back of my grandma's freezer last week, there are situations where you just need more torque. And for those scenarios where you need maximum twisting power, may we present Ingersoll Rand's 1/2-inch 20-volt cordless impact wrench. Now, this model provides more torque than any comparable tool, including our runner-up pick from DeWalt. I'm not gonna lie, I'm intimidated. I am. This wrench's maximum breakaway torque is a rust-busting 1,500 pound-feet, and it's hard to beat that level of torque in an impact wrench. And Ingersoll's product boasts 4.8 stars out of 5 on Amazon. Our hands-on experience showed this to be a sturdy tool for professionals and hardcore hobbyists alike. And while this one is heavy-duty, emphasis on heavy, just like heavy cream, we liked its big, easy-to-understand mode switch right here on the back. Its LED ring light is bright and can be left on as a task light, which we appreciate, even if its activation procedure is a little bit unintuitive. Now, if you, like me, spent your holiday bonus on a 55-gallon drum of CNET's best overall molasses pick, you might be finding yourself a bit strapped for cash. You know, because blackstrap molasses. Anyway, never mind. For those on a budget, DeWalt makes the list again, this time with a more modest configuration in the very immodestly named Extreme 12-Volt Max. Its value pricing doesn't mean there's anything wrong with this tool, though. Not only is it the best compact wrench on our list, weighing in at a svelte 4.5 pounds, look at, I can toss it around, but it's also the best tool for the money. At 99 buckaroos for a complete kit at the time of testing, this DeWalt is accessible to those who are new to the world of cordless impact wrenches. Now, the 200 pound-feet of breakaway torque may seem a little on the low side, but given that it's a 3/8 inch model, that should be plenty. Like other DeWalts, we found it took a bit more elbow grease to swap sockets, but we found its precision wrench mode very useful. Similar to the auto feature in our top-ranked impact gun, it provides maximum torque when you need it, and then it backs off when you don't. With that, please give a big hand to another returning champion, Milwaukee. Give it up, folks, come on. The 285520 M18 Fuel, I think these tools run on a mixture of kerosene and whale oil, though I am not sure, takes the top spot in the stubby category. So-called for their less than pistol-like profile, stubby impact wrenches are smaller than normal, making them lighter and a bit more maneuverable. And at a weight of around 2.4 pounds and a height of less than 8 inches, the M12 Fuel is easy to hold for long periods of time and slip into tight spaces. In our tests, we especially liked how balanced this tool feels in the hand compared to other contenders. Also, like our overall pick, it has an intuitive, easy-to-check battery meter. And to see how this stubby's specs compare to the pistol grip contenders, go to theroadshow.com. If price is no object and you want to get the best, most deluxe cordless impact wrench experience on the market, take a hard look at Makita's XWT14. No, that's a mouthful. Anyway, it's the model on the screen right now. Not only do you get the wrench in question, but this kit comes with a 5 amp hour battery, charger, and carrying case. The tool also sports a brushless motor which gives you more power. It's very well balanced overall, and it features a useful auto back-off mode like other high-end models. Now, the one thing we didn't care for were the unintuitive controls on here, but whatever, I think you're gonna get used to those if you own the tool. Now, this kit may be a bit indulgent, but we do think it's well worth the price. Now, all of that said, it turns out that you can break old bolts and nuts without breaking the bank. While it's true that many of the models on this list, like the kit from Makita, run well into the hundreds of dollars, you can also do jobs that require an impact wrench without spending quite as much. Our pick for the most affordable impact gun you can buy goes to Avid Power's 20-volt Max with a 1/2-inch chuck. Whose chuck? I don't know, it's on the script. Now, this tool is not quite as powerful as some of the other models listed here, but 369 pound-feet of torque is decent for a 1/2-inch wrench. Now, this also comes with a lithium-ion battery, a charger, a carrying case, and a 4-piece impact socket set, sparing you extra expenses. Now, what are the trade-offs for those cost savings? Well, there's no adjustable torque setting for start, and it doesn't feature a brushless motor either, and its LEDs only stay lit when the trigger is depressed. It's bulky for the amount of torque it produces and feels a little bit chintzy in the hand, but at just over $100 for the whole kit, we think it will be plenty good enough for light-duty use. For the final selection in our list of cordless impact wrenches, we thought we'd go for something a little more flexible. Thus, the most versatile tool and unsettling name award goes to the Bosch Freak 18-volt. Yes, Freak. While an impact wrench and an impact driver are two separate tools, that doesn't mean they can't be combined. With a 1/2-inch drive for sockets and then a 1/4-inch drive for bits, the Bosch Freak can be used for many more types of jobs than just a regular impact wrench. While the torque is a bit low at just 150 pound-feet, the versatility will make it a worthwhile trade-off for many buyers. Call it a Frankenstein Freak if you want, but this baby is smooth with 3 O's. It's a solid piece of kit, and we like the quick release ring up front here for changing out bits. Now, one gripe, the position of the work light, it's less than ideal, but at least it can be set to stay off if you don't want it. And that's it, our favorite cordless impact wrenches of 2021. Once again, you can find the full list and links in the description box below, or by visiting theroadshow.com for our full in-depth article. Have you tried any of the wrenches on our list? Anything we missed? What's your favorite impact gun for, I don't know, remixing separated nut butters? Well, sound off in the comments below, and don't forget to give this video a big ol' like. For Roadshow, I am Craig Cole, respected product reviewer. Oh, I had it in the wrong direction, come on. Gotta tighten this up now. That's better.